This tutorial will walk you through on creating a linked database. I will show you the utility on this, but let's start from scratch. I realized that we would need a project timeline for all of us. So we already have a database for that under productivity. So we have the DL projects. We have a few projects going on, but the visual is not that helpful. I know I have on my own, I have a few projects on my own alone, and I wanted to encourage the team to be able to create their own project, and that way we can all see the status update of that project. So let's go ahead and create one. Since the database is already there, the work is already halfway done. Let's just start creating. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a toggle, so that way we can open it and close it. And we're gonna title it DL projects. Make it simple, and then you click on the bottom, or you just click enter, and then you type / and then type create link, that one. So this is what we need. So click that, and it will ask you what database do you want. So we know we want the projects database. There you go, this one. So let's go ahead and click that. All of your projects will now show up here. And what we need to do is a timeline visual of all of our projects. So we're going to create a view that is timeline. So we're going to title this timeline. All right, so it's creating for us. Perfect. Let's go ahead and review the properties. So let's click on properties to make sure that it's showing what we need. There you go. The assignment is visible now. Let's click on the target completion date. Let's move that up. Created by, we don't need that. The done, maybe not. We don't need to add done. Priority, let's see. We click that. Okay, so we'll move that on the top, a little bit on the top, and the status. So the status will probably not show that. So we'll just put that here because we don't know if the team might need that. Okay, so basically that's all. That's the only thing we need at the moment. And this is already our timeline. Yep, this is a visual. This is a good visual for all of us. So now what we're gonna do is we need to review. We're just moving it up above. So when you open this, the timeline shows first. So when you click on table view, let's review. Maybe there are anything here that is redundant. Let me move the properties here. Target date, is it done? We need to see that right away. Priority, the status. Okay, so what we have here, let's change this to wrap cells so we don't miss the whole context. So it says here, create a videos of walking through the use of Notion. This one is, I would say, low priority. Status as execute. This is still open. So, okay, let's move the date here because that's the most important thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start it. I started it last week, Monday, and I'm going to do an end date of end of the month. All right, so healthcare challenges research by Joven. I believe this is done. So you just put done on that. Sales goals, this is on draft. Process goals, that is still in process. Create productivity workshop. I believe this had started last week. I believe, yeah, that time frame, and then the end date should be around, it's already the 11th, so let's just say it should be done by Monday next week. The sales script, this one is pretty much done. So I would say since the review needs to happen, I'm gonna put this one started on the 2nd. I would say the end date on this one will be the end of the month. Prospect list, it started July 31. I'm going to put an end date of, this one is actually open, but I'll just put like the rough draft would be the end of the month, the end date. So start date is last week. The end date should be end of the month. Okay, so offer drop funnels, that one, I don't know what's the deal with that. We don't know from D yet and L, so we'll just leave that open. So let's see how the timeline looks like at the moment. So this is what we have so far. So offer for drop funnels, I would say let's open this till the end of the month. Operational workflow. Website to launch. Let's say this one should be done by the end of the month. There you go. And then hopefully Al gets to review this and update this, as well as Dee and Philip and Joven. So I will move this to the top to remind everyone. I'm going to put a color here. And I'm going to make that red. DL projects. And then this one I'll make this default. I'll make that default, so it's not confusing. Okay. Thank you for listening and for watching.